Best Irish music on irishradio.org with Jerry Byrne.
I'm Jerry Byrne. It's Irish Radio now. Over the period since the pandemic sort of hit this part of the world, I've been speaking to many people involved in music and the great and the good of music. I've got a gentleman now who has, to me and to many other people, a voice incredibly uncannily like Randy Travis. He has written many songs. He has performed thousands upon thousands of shows, released numerous amounts of material, and has been a huge country artist for many years at this stage. I'm delighted to say hello from County Tyrone, Eamonn McCann. Eamonn, how are you?
Hello, Jerry. How are you? How you doing?
Not too bad at all, Eamonn. Listen, it's lovely to catch up with you again. You've been around in music for quite a while at this stage.
I have, Jerry. Yeah, I've been recording now over 30 years. I have the band on the road. 29 years, March coming, I think it is. So in 92 we started off in the band, and we still have the band going. We never stopped within that time. So apart from in the last few months when we had to stop like everyone else. But no, it seems a long time, but it's a long time since I first talked to you many years ago in the radio station over here in Ireland, and we've known each other, I suppose, for the guts of well over 30 years at this stage.
Indeed.
And it's great to see that you're still in the business and still doing well in it as well, Jerry.
Thanks indeed, Eamonn. Thank you. Still, we're some of the at this stage. I think we're got to be heading for sort of the senior folk in the in this game at this stage.
Yeah, I suppose we are. I know that, but I think it's great to make it this long and still be in it this long. So it's a great achievement in its own purpose, I suppose.
Indeed so. I mean, you had had a huge career in it, like, and I mean, you've played so many places, and you've done so many. You sort of had your own slant sort of on it, like, I mean, your voice has been described as a voice of pure country.
That's right, and as you mentioned earlier on there, I suppose it started off being kind of aligned with the likes of Randy Travis, and someone who I never really went out to imitate, but that happened to be the way it was, and I just sounded the tones and the voice sound similar, which is a compliment to me, I suppose, very much to be aligned with somebody like that. But I'm only good at doing a certain type of country music, and that's a kind of what I would call the pure country, or the people would call the American country or whatever. But it's the only thing I'm kind of good at, and I love that sort of country music, and it's been good to me over the years because it's not the easiest thing to do in Ireland, to be successful at. Whereas if you're more country and Irish, you probably have a better chance of more success. But really, we've had our own fan base for many years. It's been very good to me, and we still have them coming out to see us no matter where we go. There's not as many of them like everyone else. When you get older in this business, you'd love the big crowds you used to have when you're in your prime. But we're very grateful, really, for the people that still follow us, and very loyal people. And I'm very grateful, and I feel very lucky, Jerry, that I've had all this time in the music business, and apart from this bad time we're going through at the minute with the pandemic, and I always say I'm grateful for that I wasn't at the peak of my career when that happened, when so many people are and are given an awful knock that way. We're doing it more or less for the enjoyment now. We still get as much work as we want, and until this started, and hopefully it'll come again. But the people I feel for now are the young guys coming along who've invested a lot of money and a lot of time in recordings and band and equipment and all, and now they're sitting at home, not fit to perform, and it must be awful for those guys, and I really feel for them and I pray for them that they'll get by, and they'll bounce back when the whole thing's over again.
Indeed so. It really has hit. As you said, the younger acts, who are coming on stream, and with all the things they were doing, and there were some, who were really establishing themselves in music, and it just all suddenly, literally stopped, as I say, literally overnight.
Yeah, I mean, it came as a shock. Well, not only to the people in the music business, but to people all over the world. It's the one thing that's united everybody throughout the whole planet, and that's probably a first. But and there's good things that's come off it. There's people have been brought to their senses in a lot of ways too. But at the same time, I think the people in the music business have suffered probably more than most, because you don't think they've got the support that other people have got, and people in the arts and film and entertainment and all in general have got hit hard with it. So it's very, very tough. But I think for the live acts, it's been devastating, really, and I just hope that somebody will give them a wee bit of support somewhere, because we need a business to go back to when this is all over.
Indeed so. That is, that is the thing, and I know it's from speaking to so many people, Eamonn, in music. Many of them are incredibly worried and very concerned about the whole situation, the whole way that the things are, and it literally, it's all of the arts. I mean, it's the theatres, it's sort of all the live performances of sort of any type of music is just it's gone totally.
Yeah. And Jerry, music for me certainly, and I know for a lot of my colleagues in music, is more of a vocation than a way of making money. I know it's a very welcome thing as well, that the financial side of it, that you can actually make your living from something you enjoy doing. But a lot of people are so dedicated to it, and they would do it even, they weren't getting paid, they just love what they do. As you can see there, even on Facebook Live, I've done a few of them myself. Facebook Live, people come on and they give their time, and entertain people on Facebook Live for obviously no reward financially, but we all get a reward from music in the fact that we do it, and people get enjoyment from it. So I think that's probably the biggest part of it.
Indeed, it certainly is. That's one of the things that's big on it. And I have seen your Facebook lives, and very entertaining they are, and lovely to see. And indeed, I must say, one of the things I've remarked on this to many people is the incredible amount of viewers that guys like you get. It's
I know, it's unbelievable. Yeah.
I mean, television channels would be very happy to have those numbers.
True. That's right. It's incredible how many people tune in, and even because it is recorded for a while, then people tune in even the next day, and it keeps going up and going up.
Yes.
It's just great to see that people tune in, and so it makes it worthwhile doing it then for that reason.
Indeed, very, very, very much so, and it's it has been absolutely.
Because like somebody like me doesn't need to do it. I don't need to do it for publicity. I think if you're young and you're upcoming, you want to do it, to get yourself a name and hopefully. But I don't do it. I just do it for the fans. That's been honest. I do it for the fans that want it.
Yes.
I want to hear a bit of music. The likes of Brenton Quinn, he's at the same stage, or even he's been on the go longer than me. And Brenton did like 100 days there. Did an hour or so every day for 100 days for people. And again, Brenton's one of those guys. He's not going to prove to anybody. He doesn't want to be putting himself out there as a newcomer or somebody who needs to be exposed. So people like that are doing it for their fans, and with the hope that it'll help somebody along the way.
Indeed, that is the thing, and I think it can. I think it honestly is a major help to people in the times that we're in it. Many people have been, cut off from family, from loved ones. I mean, still, even when things opened up as much as they did, many people were still being very, very careful and quite literally not meeting up with members of their family and friends because of the dangers around.
Well, that's exactly right, and that was all the more reason why they needed something else. They needed a familiar face on their phone or their iPad or whatever that they could associate with, and so that was in the form maybe of entertainers, and a lot of them do have the FaceTime and the WhatsApp video and all that they can, and that's, thank goodness for that in this times that we're in. But at the same time, it's not the same as getting to see their loved ones personally and giving them a hug and all that. And so many people are missing all that at the moment, and it's an awful sad thing to see that.
It is. But thankfully, Eamonn, as you say, that that the technology is there. The technology has been a gift from heaven in the times that we're in. At least people can be in contact with the loved ones on FaceTime or however they communicate.
Oh, I know.
So that,
and God's been good to us. God's been good to us over this time too. From the point of view of the, I know over in Ireland here, like through the whole, from the start of it, the weather had been good, and all the over here the weather had been great. You could at least meet outside at one stage with your family and whatever, which was a great addition to the whole thing. Whereas if the weather had been bad, it would have been difficult, So we've been blessed from that point of view, and as you say, the technology as well is available between Zoom and all those things. It definitely has helped ease the pain a little that way.
Indeed, certainly has, no doubt about that. Tell me this, Eamonn, since all of the lockdown, have you been doing any songwriting? Because you've written some incredible songs. I mean, one of them, which I can think of off the top of my head, which is incredibly popular, Donegal, We're Coming Home.
Aye. Yeah, that's still a big song, and I probably have recorded about 50 of my own songs at this stage, Jerry, and putting another album together at the moment. We're doing things. I still keep writing the odd song now and again, but not as much as I used to. I suppose it's just kind of slowing everything down as far as that goes. But no, I still enjoy writing, but at the moment I haven't written anything lately. I had a bit of an accident, just to let you know. The 3 weeks ago today, I fell off a roof and I fractured eight ribs, and I had been in hospital for 8 days. So it was a painful thing. Still painful. Still can't do much that way at the moment. So I'm just getting myself better. But I'm on the road to recovery now. So things like that has kept me busy for the last week or so.
Oh, wow, I'd well believe it. Didn't know that, Eamonn. I wish you well. Very, very soon. Sorry, did you say it was a motor accident?
No, I was up on a roof. I'm not. It's not my job, but it was a house of my mother's, and there was a leak at the chimney. I was up and I got it fixed. On the way down the ladder again, and the ladder slipped. Of course, I should have had somebody holding the ladder. The ladder slipped, and then I fell off the roof.
Oh dear!
And down about 10 foot and on my side, and I broke 8 ribs, and actually I have 12 fractures altogether in the ribs. So I was in bed and still can't cough or anything like that at the moment. Never mind. I suppose I could sing a wee bit if I had to, but it will come back. I know it'll get better, so I'm happy. I'm grateful for that.
Indeed. Thankfully, that it could have been much worse. So glad you're still.
Absolutely, yeah.
Glad you're still you're still around, and you'll be back battling through in no time at all. Well done on it all, because 50 songs is a heck of an amount, and all the albums that you've released right through throughout the years, like you're churning them out big time, over those years.
Aye, sure, Jerry. As I said earlier, I enjoy it. So and I enjoy doing it, and it was there's such a a rewarding thing to do when people actually come back to you and say, but they like this song or that song, and you think to yourself, "Well, I wrote that," and that it makes it all worthwhile. Because at the end of the day, I think we all have a purpose here in this life, and it is to is to make other people happy in whatever way you can. I think that has to be a good thing.
Certainly it has, Eamon, and I'll have to say, well done on on the whole lot of it, and well done on the Facebook Lives. Eamon, listen, it's been great to catch up with you. It really has. As you know, I've followed your career right from sort of the off, and I'm delighted to have seen all the success you've had, and all of the things you've done since we first met way back in the day. And listen, I wish you well, and get well soon with the ribs and all that, and stay safe and stay good.
Well, it's great to hear from you, Jerry. It really is. It's a boost to an old boy like me now to hear people like yourself that has been in radio. I think it's a brilliant achievement to have been in radio so long as you have been, and it just goes to show that you certainly have what it takes for that sort of thing. So, congratulations on everything you do, Jerry, and all your listeners there. Just want to say hello to them and keep listening to you, because you're one of the top men around.
Eamon, thanks a million. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Jerry. Thank you.